Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the upper part of our minor pentatonic scale. So bring the camera down and let's take a look. Alright, so here we go. So far we learned the lower part, then the middle part. Now we're going to start here on the G string, right here on the 5th fret, and play all the rest. And we start right here. This is the C note, which in a A minor chord is the 3rd note. A, B, C. It's the 3rd note within a minor chord. It's really a flat 3rd when you compare it to an A major, scale. But don't worry about that. Just know that this note we're starting on is a chord tone. And this is actually right here this is the A, so that's the root. So basically what you want to do is just get used to going up and down that part. And by now you probably know how to play through the whole pentatonic scale, and you're pretty comfortable with that. But yep, you want to stick in these 3 string areas for now, just to kind of get used to it. Later on you can mix things up, and you're never going to play in, well, I shouldn't say never, but you're not likely just going to play in one position, then go next position and play in just that. You're gonna mix things up. So if you have this down pretty good, then what we want to do is we're going to kind of take a look at what are our actual chord tones. So A minor, we have an A, we have an E, A, C, and E. So it's A, C's, and E's. Here's our C, C, here's a D, here's an E. Now, in a pentatonic, we take out 2 notes. We took out the F, and we went straight to G. And then we got A, here's C. In a full scale, we have this note in there, B. So we're taking out an F and a B out of the pentatonic. So we have our C, D is not a chord tone. Here's an E, A, C, E, so that's a chord tone. Here's a G, that's not an A, C, or E, that's not a chord tone. Here's an A, that's a chord tone. Here's a C, chord tone. So what we got here, I don't know if you noticed this, but all these notes that we're playing in this little section here on the 5th fret are chord tones. Here is our C, E, and A. All 3 of these. Those are chord tones, which makes it really easy when you're playing around, because every time you come back to that 5th fret, come back to chord tone. You keep coming back to that note, that's your chord tone, and then that's a chord tone right there. So all these, and that one is a chord tone. So all other ones, which we call tension tones, there's only 2 notes here, that note and that note. So at first you're going to want to jam and keep coming back to those chord tones, really focus on that. But later on you're going to want to hang on some of these non-chord tones to create some tension. So let me show you how that works. So I'm going to focus on keep coming back to the chord tones, and this is a good idea for you to do at first, just to kind of get used to it. So here we go. So you can keep coming back to those. But the problem with that, that's all you do, is it can start to be boring. It sounds okay, but you gotta really build a little bit of tension in there and then release it. That's what makes it sound a little bit more interesting. So and then these tension tones are here. So you kind of play a chord tone. Then you tension tone. See how it causes a little bit of tension. Then you want to resolve it. See how it resolves? So that's kind of what you want to do. You can kind of think of it as almost a sentence. Begin of a sentence. That's like a comma. It's not, doesn't sound final. It's just kind of like just a little bit of a pause, and then you want to. You can't go and put another comma, but then you want to resolve it to eventually to a chord tone. Resolve it to a chord tone. So let me show you how that works. So here we go. So chord tone. You can go back to chord tone. See? So that see how it caused tension? And see how it resolves? Non-chord. Resolve it. The tension tone. Tension. No tension. Resolve. Tension. Resolve. In. A little bit of tension. Resolve. Little tension. A little bit of tension. Resolve. See how I built some tension? So can you kind of see that? How you use these tension tones to kind of build up some tension, and then you can resolve it. So yeah, that's basically how that works. So again, review. Here's your pentatonic. Oh, some sound. Your chord tones are all these at your 5th fret, and then this note. These other two are tension tones. So there you go. Little lesson on that. Play around with that. Kind of memorize what those are, which is going to be easy. Remember, you keep going back your 5th fret, and then that one note there. And yeah, put on a track at first. Focus around, the chord tones. Just make sure you got those memorized really well, and then start playing around with hitting some of those tension tones, so you build up some tension. And all of a sudden, boom, you release it. You hit a chord tone, and that just releases it and makes everything sound good, like it makes sense. So work on that. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.